Chapter 3. Love is love, even for roaches. Starr did not want to talk about love. Love was a closed case, stamped, sealed, and filed under Do Not Resuscitate. He had loved before. Oh, he had loved, but every time it ended the same way. Quietly, cruelly, with someone packing their bags or slipping away in the night, leaving Starr to pick up the pieces. At 49, with laugh lines he didn't find funny in a fridge full of leftovers that never tasted good reheated, he figured romance was for other people. Younger people. People who hadn't been cracked open and left hollow. So when Petunia scuttled across his coffee table one evening, antennae flaring like a drama queen fanning herself at church, and announced, "Honey, we need to talk about your love life," Starr almost threw his slipper at her. "Excuse me," he barked, pulling his blanket tighter around him. He was halfway through a pint of Rocky Road and very much not in the mood. "You heard me." Petunia perched herself on the rim of his empty ice cream lid, the picture of roach elegance if such a thing were possible. "Your love life, or rather, your complete neglect of one." Starr groaned. "Nope, not doing this. Not with you. Not with anyone. Certainly not with a bug that probably hatched in my cereal box." Clarence, who had taken up residence on the arm of the couch, cleared his throat. "Petunia's got a point. You've been hiding too long. Love's not a young man's game only. It's survival. Just like us." "Oh, don't you start," Starr said, wagging his spoon like a weapon. "I already let you give me a sermon about cleaning. You do not get to critique my dating history." "History?" Petunia gasped. "Sugar, you don't even have recent history. You've been living like a widow, and you weren't even married." Starr set his ice cream down with a dramatic thunk. "I am fine. Alone. Comfortable. Nobody snoring in my bed. Nobody leaving beard trimmings in my sink. Peace. That's what I have." "What you have," Petunia snapped back, "is fear dressed up as peace." The words landed like a slap. Starr flinched. "Excuse me," he said softly, warningly. "You heard me, sugar. You've been hurt. Bad. And now you're hiding under the blanket of, 'I'm fine alone,' because it's safer than trying again. Safer than getting cracked open again." Starr opened his mouth, then closed it. His chest felt tight. He wanted to argue, but the roach wasn't wrong, damn her. Clarence nodded sagely. "You ever seen us after someone sprays Raid? Whole colony coughing, wings twitching, but we don't stop. We don't say, 'Well, that's it, no more crawling for us.' We get up, shake it off, and find the crumbs. That's survival. That's love, Starr. You gotta crawl out again." "This is insane," Starr muttered, running a hand over his face. "I am being counseled by roaches about romance." "You're being counseled by survivors," Petunia corrected. She hopped down onto the coffee table and paced like a pint-sized relationship coach. "You think being older disqualifies you? Baby, please. We don't stop mating because we hit middle age. Love don't care about crow's feet." Starr barked a laugh. "Easy for you to say. Y'all have a lifespan of what, a year? You don't even get middle age." "Exactly," Petunia said, pointing an antenna at him like a dagger. "So what's your excuse? You're wasting time we'd kill for, literally." Starr leaned back, staring at the cracked ceiling. He hated how the words sank into him, slippery as truth always was. "Look," Clarence said gently, antennae lowering. "We get it. You've been through it. Men who didn't see you. Men who used you. Men who made you feel small. That stuff leaves scars. But you can't let them decide the rest of your story. You're not broken, Starr. You're bruised, maybe. But bruises fade. Starr swallowed hard. And what if I try again, and it's the same? What if I just keep getting left? Petunia softened. She hopped closer, her voice quieter now. Then you'll survive, because that's what you do. But what if, just what if, it's different this time? What if you find someone who stays? Starr hated how much that cracked him open. His eyes stung. He pulled the blanket up like a shield. You're very manipulative for insects. Divinely inspired insects, Clarence corrected. The silence stretched. The radiator hissed. Outside, a siren wailed its lonely way down Broad Street. Finally, Starr sighed. And where exactly do you expect me to find this miracle man? Because last time I checked, Hartford's dating pool was basically guys with Red Sox tattoos, divorced dads on the rebound, and 20-somethings who think I'm ancient. Petunia tapped the lid of the ice cream. Doesn't matter where. Park bench, grocery store, dog walking trail. God's got a way of setting things up. But first, you gotta believe you're worth it. Starr looked away. He wanted to scoff, to crack a joke, to change the subject. But instead, what slipped out was a whisper he barely recognized as his own voice. What if I'm not? Clarence climbed onto the blanket, tiny feet surprisingly grounding. Then that's the first lie we squash. For the first time in years, Starr didn't have a comeback. Instead, he sat in the dim glow of his busted lamp, surrounded by roaches who spoke like prophets, and let the thought settle in his chest. Maybe, just maybe, he wasn't done with love after all.